The dual rule project is going forward and it's time to give you another update. First, I probably won't have time to edit this video, so I'm going to try to make it straight through it, and I apologize for any mistakes or weirdness that I'll have to leave in. Second, I want to acknowledge that I haven't been putting out a lot of videos lately. The reason is that work has been a lot. Every weekend of November has been booked with other stuff, and I'm struggling to get all of my words for NaNoWriMo, so video making has unfortunately not been prioritized. I've got a bunch of fun stuff upcoming though, and I hope to get back to uploading stuff before the end of the year. Anyway, dual rule. For those who don't know what this is, there are links in the description. The short version is that me and Matilda are co-writing this book and giving you all of the juicy details of it as we're proceeding from beginning to end. Right now, we are still in the middle of rewriting our first drafts of our first halves. Matilda is further along than I am. We're supposed to be done with this by our next update stream on December 18th. I'm currently on page 43 of about 90. And the only reason I'm this far in is because I wrote 11,000 words on Monday. I do also have one more dual rule day before Saturday, so hopefully I'll have gotten a bit longer by then. I am very happy with what I'm writing though. It feels like the second draft is much better than the first one, and I'm especially happy with the help I got last stream for Nium's air trial. Last time he was supposed to end up in a tornado, which was difficult to write and I couldn't make it exciting. Now instead, he saves the lives of one of the guards that are out hunting for him, which means a lot more. It portrays more about Nium as a character, and it ties better into the story and the fact that he's being chased, which was barely mentioned in the first draft at all. Also, I'm quite happy with that scene itself, although it does need a bit of work. Nium has also met some strangers on the road. In the last version, he got some help after the air trial from a family of farmers, but this time he was in a forest, so I couldn't make that work. So instead, I replaced that family with a small group of some sort of outcasts. It's an older man and 3 younger people, 2 of whom may be shapeshifters. I don't know. They ended up having 3-letter names, which might mean shapeshifters, or maybe they're just nicknames. We could talk about that during the stream on Saturday, perhaps, because I want these people to come back at some point in the story. I'm especially curious about the older man. So, these 4 live in a little house in the forest, they have some pigs, and they live outside of society, and are very wary of Nium and the risk that he's brought guards that might follow him and find these people. And it gets worse when they realize that it's royal guards after him, and especially the older man is furious and frightened by that. It's when he turns threatening that Nium's air powers are revealed, to Nium as well, because he's been too busy and confused to realize that they were there before. And that turns this old man's demeanor completely around, and suddenly he's super helpful. He gives Nium's food and supplies, and a lot of good advice delivered in a very confusing way. He is very adamant that Nium should stay away from wayhouses and under no circumstances trust the priests. He also says, don't forget that a lot of truth can be found in fairy tales, and the land tells you more about itself than any map will, which is a line I really like. It implies that this man knows things, a lot of things, and I don't know how he knows them, or who he is, or anything. And I wrote all of this during sprints, so I was focused on getting words and moving the story forwards, so we're gonna have to talk about this guy and who he might be and if he should actually know all of these things or not. But if this stays, that's the reason I want these people to return later, because I feel like this is too big to just be left hanging. I have also been wondering if that particular interaction is one that Lyd should be the one to have, to give her a clue that she can bring to the table, because we want them both to have some information that the other one doesn't have, so they need each other to figure the whole thing out. But on the other hand, I know that Matilda is already worried that her first half is too long, so maybe adding this to hers isn't necessary. We'll talk about it on Saturday. The link to Saturday's stream, by the way, is down below. Don't forget to go over there and hit the reminder. You really don't want to miss this one. Anyway, what else? I've made Nium's ground trial shorter. That's the last thing that I wrote as of now. In the previous version, he was stuck in a hole and had to get out of it using his air powers, and then there was a labyrinth that he had to go through. This time I've just done the hole, but I'm not sure that that's the best decision. Maybe I should go with just the labyrinth instead, because that one had more aspects of ground in it, like different types of rock and rock slides and sinkholes and stuff like that, which makes more sense in a ground trial. So I guess that's something I should maybe go back and fix. So the check-in live stream is on Saturday at 1 p.m. UTC here on my channel. It's linked down below, like I said before. Some things I want to talk about are the strangers that Nium meet and whether some of what happens there should be given to Lid instead. And I want to talk at least a little bit about Nium's ground trial and see what you guys think of that whole thing. Matilda probably has stuff she wants to talk about as well. Not sure if her update video will be done when this goes up. If it is, I'll link it down below. Otherwise, keep an eye out on her channel, which is also linked down below. Hope to see you on Saturday.